Okay guys, so the first step is to create your prosthetic. Now I have a face cast which I have already made, so this is definitely a lot easier if you do have a face cast that you've already made, but definitely it's not necessary. So basically what I'm doing is using some gel based products. This is a 3-part product, so I'm mixing all the parts together until it kind of forms a nice putty to work with. It's very similar to silicone. It takes about 5 minutes or so until it starts to harden, so you don't have much time to work with it. So basically what I'm doing is just laying this on top of my face cast in my desired shape. So if you don't have a face cast, you can still use a similar product and just build it up on your face as you're going. Just bear in mind, obviously the thicker you do it, the longer it's going to take to dry. So you could be sitting there for quite a while waiting for it to dry. So basically I'm just applying this and trying my best to taper out the edges of it to make it as smooth and as seamless as I can. I basically let this dry overnight, and then the next day I gave this a light powder and then very gently peeled it off my face cast and powdered the other side of it as well. So then I had my prosthetic piece ready to use. Alright, now time for the fun part. I am going in with some Vaseline, or you can use lip balm or any type of like jelly product, and I'm basically applying that on my eyebrows just so the adhesive doesn't actually stick to my hair that's there. So I apply adhesive to the back of my prosthetic and then wait for it to become tacky, just like with eyelash glue, and then pretty much apply it to my face. And it does take a while to kind of set, and you have to hold it there for a while, so just be patient. I then went in with a little bit of Spirit Gum, again allowing that to become tacky and just sticking down any other areas that just were lifting or not sticking down as well as what I wanted them to. I then went in with some liquid latex, basically around the whole perimeter of where my prosthetic piece is sitting. I also did it on some exposed skin as well, because I wanted my skin to have this kind of gross, wrinkled kind of texture to it, which the liquid latex really does help. So I did it all around the perimeter and also on my nose and just pretty much anywhere where my exposed skin would be. Alright, so once that was all glued down and ready to go, I did a light wash, as you see on the left hand side here, using my Skin Illustrator Zombie palette. I basically did a wash of the blue, the green and the yellow, just to give my face that kind of dead base. So now I'm going in with some cream based products and basically starting to darken and deepen the areas around my eyes. The great thing about this makeup is there's not really any rules. You can basically do whatever colors you want, as long as you do a almost like stippling motion and just build up layers of colors. There's no way that you can go wrong. As well, it's so important to use a reference picture just to kind of give you a guideline with shadows and contours and different colors and things like that. It can really help you out a lot. So I'm also adding some shadows in underneath the raised bits of the prosthetic, just to make it look more three-dimensional and just really emphasize the prosthetic piece. And then basically the rest of this is just building layers with different colors. I used quite a few cream products. I also went in with a foundation palette and stippled on quite a few different shades of foundation, just to kind of give it more of a skin-like color. And yeah, basically just build up layers. Did lots of red around my eyes, on my waterline, and yeah, went from there. Alright, so for my Santa Claus eyebrow, I'm using some Spirit Gum as adhesive and applying this onto the prosthetic piece. I don't recommend applying this to your actual hair because it's not going to come off. And then I just used some cotton wool that I just kind of shredded apart and applied my eyebrow. White fairy eyebrows. Alright, now I'm applying my beard just to kind of gauge how it's sitting and if there's other areas that I need to touch up. So obviously the mouth hole was quite big, so I went in with some of the similar colors, went all around my mouth just to make that look really kind of gross and old and just dead looking and a bit bloody as well. Then I put my Santa Claus beard back on, and the perimeter of it was quite kind of sharp, so I used some more Spirit Gum and some more cotton wool that I just shredded up just to make it look a little bit more realistic just around the mouth area. Just helped it to blend in that little bit better. Alright, my favourite part, now time for some blood. I'm starting off with some Aged Blood, which is more of a darker red colour. I also used some ventricle blood, which is more of a yellowy colour as well, so play around with a few different colours to kind of get your desired result. But I basically did this coming out from my nose, all over the mouth, all over the beard, and just went to town. Honestly, I never expected to say all over my beard in a makeup tutorial. But hey, I'm not complaining, it's lots of fun. So I wanted to kind of dirty up the end of the beard as well. Obviously, if you're a really old zombie, nothing really would be white on you anymore. This whole beard would be like a yellowy brown. But I really liked the white just because it was so stark and gave such a creepy contrast. But I still wanted to deepen up kind of the bottom part of the beard as well. Or it could even be like you've been in someone's chimney and it's a bit of coal or something like that. But I just used a little bit of cream makeup just on the bottom part of the beard just to make it look a little bit more dirty. So here's where things start to come together. I've added in some white mesh contacts, which yes, you can see out of, but it does make it a little bit difficult. So I suggest doing as much of your makeup before putting the contacts in as possible. I've also added my white wig and just a Santa costume, which I got from Red Dot. Now I'm going in with a toothbrush and some scab gel, doing this all over my teeth, all over my mouth area. I just love the effect of the chunks. So make sure you have a few chunks of it in your beard as well, and just basically spreading it up around my face and dabbing some on my hands and just smearing it around just to make it look a little bit more authentic. If you really want to take things up to the next level, you can get blood capsules that are designed for your mouth. They're safe to use. Basically, you put it in your mouth, bite down on it, and pretty much spit out all the gunk in it. So this is a black blood capsule, and oh my gosh, it's so creepy. But one thing, it tastes so bad. Alright guys, here you have the finished Zombie Santa. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Also, all of my social media stuff will be down in the description box below. I actually Snapchatted while doing this makeup look, so definitely follow me on Snapchat for sneak peeks and little mini tutorials and things like that. Love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Harry? Do you think I'm scary? Do you think I'm scary, Bill? Oh, just sneeze in my face. I really should wash this off now. Brush my teeth, take my contacts out. Yeah. Come and sit on Santa's lap. You literally like have to put it in your mouth and then spit it back out to get the effect. So, yeah. Do you think I'm scary, Bill? Do you think I'm scary? No. No.